Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. What's happening, Nix?
What's happening, everybody? What's happening?
We're going to do a little AtGames Pinball stream today. We're going to compare Star Trek The Next Generation on the AtGames 4KP to running it on OTG.
Mm-hmm.
So how you doing today? I know you've been playing a lot of pinball. You've been tearing it up in the tournament.
Oh, absolutely.
You still on top? What's your current score with the Pacific Rim Pinball in the tournament?
Just over 342 million. So I had a long play session on that one, and that was a lot of fun. And awesome. I'm currently trying to top that score. I had 2 games that were over 300 million, that being the second one. So very pleased with that table and then the challenge and how fun it is. It's fantastic.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about, like, I know there's, like, so much hype on the 4KP, but can you tell us a little bit about running games OTG on the HD, which I think a lot of people are kind of forgetting that that's really completely still an option.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been having a fantastic experience with the OTG mode. Now, I went ahead and ordered the VIBS board and installed it on my HD pinball unit. It does not come standard when you buy this machine, so you can utilize the back glass display and have the image and the DMD pop up there to make it look like it's a traditional pinball machine. And so after I've done that, and you necessarily don't have to do that, but that is an option I must recommend you do. And then once you get all that set up, there's a process of setting up all the monitors, pretty straightforward. And then it comes to setting up the game. So I use the FX and the FX3 software and Pinball M through the Steam. So once I load Steam up, I configure the controls as Steam recognizes the controls on the AtGames Pinball as an Xbox controller, so it's just a matter of mapping the buttons to the controller configuration within Steam, and then going inside the games and configuring the buttons inside there as well, and then the other things you do is just set the screen orientation and whatnot. There's a lot of information on YouTube that'll point you in the right direction for a complete rundown of the setup. But once you are set up, it's a fantastic experience. You turn the thing on and you sit down, and it runs pretty darn smoothly. Now, you really don't need a high-end computer to run this application. It does help. But what I find helps is making sure you have the game actually stored on an SSD, so it loads faster load times and stuff like that for an uninterrupted performance. I did find with my computer, I stored it on an HDD data drive essentially, because I don't have a lot of space on that SSD, and the game didn't perform very well. It was very slow down, flipper lag, and then I
hello, this is Papa Brad, and this is just a quick demo.
You're the video's played. And sorry about that. And then yeah, I found the game runs a lot better in SSD. So that would be my recommendation if you are experiencing any kind of slowdown. Check to see if you've installed it on an HDD. I prefer SSD because that's the way most video game consoles are going nowadays, like the PS5, Xbox, and it's definitely recommended for gaming apps is to have games run off an SSD. Yeah, I can hear you. Absolutely.
Okay, sorry, I had to get that started in the other room. So we're taking a look at this is the Star Trek Next Generation table running on the 4KP. There it is in the mode with everything turned off, all the special features and visual extras. On this particular table, actually, this is one of the few tables. There's certain tables I like to run all the visual extras on. This is one of the ones I think it really benefits. It really makes the game kind of neat. Okay, there's a little meter up at the top. It goes back and forth. So this is streamed directly into my Sony camera. Just pointed at the play field while I'm playing. And this gives you a real-time look at what the gameplay is like right now. This is Star Trek The Next Generation. What do you think about this game, Nix?
It's one of my
it's becoming one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, one of my favorites that I've played in the arcade, and the loops are very satisfying. Hitting those ramps and watching them go along the railing system, it's just fantastic. And then with all the voiceovers from the show, the original cast,
the actual actors do all the call outs and voiceovers in this
and I love the DMD animations. That's the one thing I like about these old retro. I guess you could call them retro because they were in the 90s, right?
This one even has a mini game where you get to pilot a shuttlecraft.
Yeah, and that's why I like, because you do realize, like, with the new Zen tables that they released, the DMD is, like, modernized. It's not like pixelated.
It's more like a video. It's just it's another screen on the new ones.
Yeah, and I'm not me personally. I'm not a fan of. Well, I'm not talking about the Stern, but I'm talking about just in the tables in Pinball FX, like the Xena and the DMD and like the thing. Like the DMD is not pixelated. It's the way it is, and it's smaller, which I'm not a fan of. I do appreciate the pixelated animations, that old school. That is like my favorite when it comes to these pinball machines. I just have
I wish they would give us the option to stretch the DMD like they do on FX3, and
it looks good on FX3.
OTG, That's an OTG and on the AtGames 4KP platform. So that's both of them.
Yeah, because right now I'm seeing that, this particular game, it does have pixelated DMD. That's how the game is, and it looks beautiful on that second monitor that you have there.
Yeah, it does look
on the
really
back
good.
glass.
One thing I do hear of a criticism of this game I think is very unfair is some people are talk about like how the plunger doesn't feel right. Well, this game never even had a plunger. It had a button. It used like a gun, and you would pull the trigger.
Yeah, so that
the ball. So it's a very unnatural mechanism to use the plunger at all because it's not the mechanism that launches the ball in the original game.
It's the same thing with Mars Attacks too. It was a button.
Yeah, it's just a button you
press. Mars Attacks was just a button as well, because there's no reason to do plunger shot, because it's all about the skill shot was all about the light at the top above the bumpers in the laneways
right,
up
you're
there.
trying to hit the light. This one has a cool thing when you start too. I don't know if you noticed, but it kind of goes back and forth, kind of like the light in Kit, like the way the light goes back and forth, and that allows you to select what actually starts when you launch the ball on this table. So.
So
one trick I learned is that you can always select mission, and you basically get a free mission started right off the bat.
Did you just see that? I saw the slowdown there. I saw that.
That's actually my streaming.
Oh, is it?
Not from the actual table now.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's point that out. That's not the table lag.
Yeah. Most of the slowdown you see is because we're going through StreamYards right now, and we're running multiple screens. So you're gonna see some things like that just because of what we're doing. I am uploading this video directly, so you can see it also without it being streamed. But I did want to be able to talk to you about. I know you don't have the 4KP; you have the HD. Is that correct?
I do have the HD, and when I'm running the software, this in-game settings, I run it on medium.
Check this out next
with the VSync.
Look at this asteroid. Yeah. Look at this asteroid. So that's got like the 3D, like where the game, like things come into the play field. I like that.
See, that's the one thing that they can add with the digital pinball that you can't get on the real thing. You can't get like the animated
the effects and stuff.
Effects like that.
Oh, no. Okay, I get return to duty.
One of the cool things that I found that I didn't know happened, when you select like more than one player, the DMD changes colors as you go from player 1 to player 2 to player 3
Oh, that's
to player
fantastic.
4. Every player has a different
that.
color DMD. I think that's kind of cool.
I do appreciate
the other thing I like
different
about
color
playing
DMDs.
this game on the 4KP is that you can physically nudge the table, and it affects the
with
ball.
the accelerometer. Yep.
Yeah. And the SSF kit on this, the sound is really good.
There we go, got it.
Yeah, I do appreciate the realism for that, but me personally,
See, look at the asteroids. Look at the asteroids next.
Oh yeah. That is nice.
I mean, this is all running on a tiny single board computer too. Like people want to act like the 4KP is some kind of monster powerhouse. I mean, it's basically just a single board computer running this.
Yeah.
On 3 screens, you got a
Well,
backglass,
that's the
DMD,
thing.
and the table.
I believe it is powerful enough. But I just think the hard drive that it's on might not be transferring the information at a fast rate that it needs to run the game. Because speaking from my experience that I had with my own PC, now granted I'm running on the HD pinball machine, but like I said, I stored all the game files on an HDD hard drive. And I had issues with the gameplay, but when I moved it over to, and it has a slower transfer rate compared to the SSD. So when I moved over to the SSD with a higher transfer rate, I had no issues with gameplay after that. So my question would be, is that possibly an issue with this that might be causing some issues that some users are experiencing? And to me, this video, it seems to be running pretty smoothly. It seems like you're having a good time.
We're running on StreamYards, and we have multiple people, and the game does run smoothly. I mean, this game is one of the best Zen games they've made so far. This and Attack from Mars, I feel like, are the 2 best 4KP games that Zen has ported. As you would think they should be, because these are 2 of the biggest tables that they've released so far. But I did prepare a couple assets. There's a lot of talk about the flipper lag. I think the flipper lag on this particular table is the lowest of any of them. Now, whether the graphics were downscaled to make that happen, I think the graphics do look a little bit less. But the gameplay definitely is smoother.
It seems like your reaction again, because I'm listening to your clicks of the button and your nudges, and it seems the timing is there.
Yeah, it's really close. Here's an example of the resolution that people were talking about. This is a photograph of the card on the 4KP is the top, and OTG is at the bottom. And you can kind of see how it's not as sharp. Can you see that? But it's not terrible either. I mean, it's just that's a comparison.
Yeah. Now, when you the resolution you used, the in-game settings, what was that set at for the OTG mode? Was it on the medium, like standard settings? Yeah.
Yeah, I think everything was on medium.
Yeah. There's 3 options.
It wasn't at 4K because I can't run, like, my computer's not even strong enough to run the.
Well, it does the
OTG. We're talking, of course.
Yeah. It does the resolution, the 920 by 1080, like on the your main play
on those cannons.
Main play field. Oh yeah, your main play field. But the in-game settings, you have low, medium, and high to get the game.
30 million for that. 30 million for making that cannon shot.
Oh yeah.
30 million. Nudging, real world nudging.
No. Danger.
The flipper lag is low, but the flippers feel really soft. I think they feel soft on Attack from Mars. I'm not so sure on this game. In this game, they feel fine to me, but on Attack from Mars, for some reason, the ramp shot is real hard to make. This table, everything feels pretty good.
Oh yeah.
And of course, as you play this table, your objective is to complete all the missions and make it to the Borg multi-ball. You get all the missions unlocked. You get a great multi-ball. The missions are those little circles that are lighting up around the dome part of the Enterprise. Cross Contour says Attack from Mars is definitely the worst, with the flippers feeling soft. I'd probably agree with that.
Oh man, I gotta
this game I'm still learning this game. That red target right in the middle, it loves to ricochet and go straight down the drain. So I'm still learning how to play it. All pinball to me is like, until you learn the table, you really don't get the full maximum enjoyment. What do you think, Nix?
Oh,
There's so much to learn when you're playing these tables. There's so much strategy involved.
Well, definitely, you got to go to the tools in your tool belt and tricks and strategies that you learn and that you can carry across table to table. What you do with the flippers, how you deal with the ball physics as well with the table. Yeah, it's in this particular table with this is it looks like it's a fast play field, but it doesn't have too many lanes, side lanes for the ball to come down. And plus, when it comes down, it's coming down on rails, so it slows the ball down. So.
Yeah.
When it comes to aiming your shots, it's where the ball is on the flipper relative to the ball speed as it's going across it when you activate the button.
Yeah.
To
and
get
the more you
to
play,
get
the
it
more comfortable
yeah.
you get, of course.
And
I'm
exactly,
sure,
you
just
develop
watching
that
you
feel.
play, I mean,
Yeah.
I see you letting like dead flips happen where it bounces off one flipper to go to the other flipper. You get more comfortable the more you play. You start
Absolutely.
developing, like you said, tools in the tool belt. So when you're playing the table, you're using a lot of tricks that when you first start playing, you don't even know about. You know. Oh, you mean if I just let the ball hit that other flipper, it'll bounce?
Yeah, and just let it
one-on-one?
bounce. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't
'Cause,
have to hit the
most
ball right
people,
away.
your first instinct is just hit the
Just hit
ball
the
every
ball.
time I can hit it with
Yeah.
the flipper, right?
Yeah,
And
no.
as you play more, you learn, well, there's a lot more to it than that, you know?
Sometimes the best shots are when the ball is perfectly still and you line it up. So sometimes
Yeah,
it's good to let the ball bounce and
I'm
just try
still
to
trying
cradle
learn
it.
the flow of
Yeah.
it, but yeah, this table for me, it hates when you shoot the center. Like I
Yeah.
don't have that down yet, but I'm learning it. And
yeah, that shot
like
I would
fish tails.
recommend.
Remember when we did fish tails?
Oh yeah, I
Those
recommend
center
with that
shots are deadly,
shot,
you know?
that center shot, I'd recommend you do that on a cradled shot. Have it in 0 ball speed, and then find out where on the flipper it needs to be, and memorize it, and then you'll make that shot every time. Every time.
Yeah. This is one of like 4 Star Trek tables that are available in AtGames right now. They have the Kelvin timeline, which has 3 other native run tables that are, Star Trek themed. Out of those, I think the Kelvin timeline is my favorite. They have a Discovery and a Deep Space Nine, but the Kelvin timeline one is kind of like where you're on the bridge of the Enterprise. That's probably my favorite out of that pack.
Okay.
So now you had the arcade one up attack from Mars. Which arcade one up pinball did you have, Nix?
I had the arcade one up, so that's running Android-based version of
Which model did
the
you
ZEN.
have? Did you have Attack from Mars?
I had the Attack from Mars, yep.
I had
And
the
so,
Attack
yeah,
from Mars too. I had purchased that one.
So that's essentially running at, it was
Fast-forward
running at 720
Okay.
p. Essentially, the game
mean,
was running at.
As much complaining and whining as we hear, to me, this still looks 1,000% better than the arcade one-up pinball. If you look at the resolution and you look at everything that's going on, I mean,
I will second
pretty
that.
good.
I will second that because when I went
there's
from
a
the
lot of whining
arcade,
going on.
yeah,
with
when I
this
went from
table,
the
and I don't
when I
get
went
it.
from the when I went from the arcade one up to the AtGames OTG mode, and I looked at before I even sold my arcade one up, mind you, I compared arcade one up Mars Attacks to the Mars Attacks running on the PC, and wow, looks so much better. The difference.
I know your virtual pinball journey. For the longest time, you never had done the OTG with the AtGames. And then once you'd played OTG, what happened? Pretty much the arcade one up was like
Went
you didn't
bye
even
bye.
need it anymore.
I didn't need it. I don't
It's
need
like
it
you
anymore.
didn't even
I can
want
play
it
all these
because
tables.
The experience is so high when you go to OTG that there's really no going back almost.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's kind of how I feel too at this point. You know, I know a lot of people we want these tables to play native if you have a 4KP, but once you have OTG and you realize you can play them all today if you want, you know, it kind of unlocks everything all at once. And that's one of the strengths, I think, of what AtGames has built here. And we're going to switch over to looking at the exact same table.
No,
running
absolutely.
through OTG on my pinball.
Make a good point about licensing. Like AtGames might not get all the tables that you're looking for, so the OTG mode, which is a feature of the AtGames table, will help give you all the tables you're looking for. So
Okay,
that's the one thing
now
I'm
this
looking
is
for.
obviously running through OTG. You can tell next because we see the 3D overview and you can change views. First thing OTG is going to give you that's different, it's going to give you the ability to change views. See when I'm changing my views? So you can basically position the table however you want it.
And I'll wait for the bar to come
And that is a
back.
unique feature. Now, as far as the play field, I think it really looks pretty good on both. I think if you look at the lighting effects on the top bumpers, they look a little bit more advanced.
Yep.
Well,
I think the
watch some
table's
gameplay.
angled a little bit, and it's a little bit longer in the 4K version.
Oh,
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah, because there's a little bit of difference there, and yes, definitely the lighting it's more colorful on this one.
And I swear, Nix, I mean, I may be crazy, but I swear the 4KP version is way easier than the OTG version. After playing them both for about, this whole time period that I'm making this video, I mean, I play better on the 4KP version for some reason than on the OTG version. But you can see the different look of the table. Looks a little bit different. I think the lighting effects are a little bit more advanced.
Whoa, how did I miss that?
And once again, I hit that red target in the middle. That's a death shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like your saucer and Attack from Mars. That sets it up
you
right
have
from
to
the
hit it.
center. You have to hit it. You're trying. All the modes unlock from that center shot, so you're gonna have to make that center shot consistently. But it has a pretty harsh ricochet, which I'm still trying to adapt to.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the right flipper. It's like you almost have to hit it just down from the base of the flipper. From a stalled shot, and the left one you have to almost kind of get it, a little bit further down, because it's an offset. But yeah, that line is right there. Yeah. But you can see how you have to hit it without ball speed, because as you're activating the flipper, the ball is still rolling, and that's why the ball goes off to the side. Like right here. See how, because also you're aiming for the ramp there, but yeah, that ball speed, you gotta slow it down.
Yeah. Let's say right now, I'm still learning the table.
Oh, they almost got it right there.
I need to work on my OTG for my AtGames. I want to play all the new pinball tables. Yep. OTG, there's an entire community. You got VPX. You can also play all the ZEN tables right now. If you want, like Hollywood Polo says, if you want your top performance, that's how you're going to get the top performance. Another video I have up is I do have up a video of showing the Star Trek Next Generation on the 4KP. That's the one I'm showing. I have two videos up. I have a short one and a longer form one.
OTG.
Kind of goes over the history of the Star Trek Next Generation tables. Pretty cool. Were you a fan of the Next Generation show? Did you watch it when it was out?
I watched a few shows. I wasn't a hardcore fan. I would catch episodes from time to time.
I'm so old, like the Star Trek for me. I think when I think Star Trek, I think Captain Kirk.
I think it was more the movies. I watched the movies. The movies were good when they made movies.
But this table is super cool.
Running native this game. This is an OTG mode.
Well, it's nice to hear the music of the show and everything. It's nostalgia.
Okay. We're off.
Have you ever gotten to the Borg multi-ball on this?
Oh, maybe. I haven't played this table in 20 years or more.
Oh, okay.
30 years. It's been a long time. Like the
I thought
real
you
deal.
just got this one. You've probably been really focused
I
on
haven't
playing
got
the competition.
Yeah, I haven't played this
For
yet
the
on my
tournament, because I know you've been
machine
score
yet.
chasing in the tournament.
Return to duty.
But yeah,
Oh,
fire this one up. I'm curious.
score leading. Score leading.
Yeah, you are the current pinball wizard for the Arcade Talk tournament right now. You got a really big score too.
Yeah, that was epic. Like,
How long did that
you would have seen
gameplay take to get that score? That
Oh,
you did on,
probably 30
like
minutes
30 minutes
because
straight.
Yeah, it's because I was making my shots, right? It's all about making
Speaking
those
of
shots.
pinball
Yeah.
effects, how do you like the new interface? They just came out with a new interface.
I enjoy it, but I don't understand what the option is when you go to play like a classic mode that you can play in normal or realistic.
Hmm.
When you play in normal, the ball speed's a lot slower, right?
Oh,
And then
Uh,
realistic is a faster table because I believe the table's angled higher, so the ball will
okay,
roll towards you faster. So
interesting.
it's yeah. So that's a new caveat, which just sucks because I don't have the right because it's mapped to the right analog stick to make that adjustment. So I have to use my mouse to click that. But once you click it, it stays that way for the remainder of the time you're in Pinball FX.
Okay.
But yeah, that's something to be mindful if you're just playing tables leisurely.
Uh-huh.
Be mindful that like when I went into it initially, it was set to normal, and that's why when I played the new tables,
Um,
I'm like, why is the ball feel a little bit slow? And I was when people are saying they were fast tables, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
but
So that's
there's a
what the problem
comparison. Look,
was. Yeah.
the on the video below to the left, that is the 4KP running, literally right beside OTG. Yeah,
Yeah, it
some
looks
people
like
have been
the
complaining
the
about the letterboxing on the back glass. Look how much more letterboxing there is on the OTG version. Maybe I need to find a different back glass, but that was the one that was
yeah, it's
shared
yeah,
publicly.
that DMD is too small showing
Hmm.
up on there. But yeah, you can tell
The
with
back glass
the
with those black lines is it's even worse on the
you can tell
even
the
better on
4K
the
version. The
OTG.
4K version's a lot brighter. How they have the settings set up.
Hmm.
How it's running in Pinball FX definitely is it's a deeper
And
color
this is
palette.
actually a camera capturing the footage. So you can actually see there when it kicked to the black screen, you can see the camera firing straight down at the play field.
I think that's a missed opportunity for AtGames is the ability to stream their tables on there.
Yeah, I did actually directly question them about that, Nix. And what they said is adding, like, they're already running 3 screens. So the ability to have HDMI out with the 3 screens, I mean, it was just like next to, it would have been impossible.
playing the other one.
So, but they are considering it for
Not even
potential
not
cable
even
link.
not even using like an HDMI pass through
That's the thing. So
device.
they got lag when they did it.
Oh
So
yeah.
they looked into it, and it's just like, yeah, it's they can't handle it.
Oh, missed.
Well, that's a
So
shame.
once again, this is why, like, whenever I get the stock 4K, I'll have to use a camera, which will affect the quality. Because I mean, of course, when you capture it directly from your computer for streaming, you're gonna get the best quality going OTG because you can just capture the images, right, Nix?
Absolutely, you can.
And so you get a nice crisp picture. But this is all running on the 4KP pinball machine right now.
Shots from this left flipper are pretty easy to do. I'm still learning the table. And engage. Wormhole award. Missed. Woo!
I do like there's a move called the Picard move. If you Picard maneuver, if you fire it and you go through the loop, then you hit the second loop. You fire off the flipper and you hit this whole second loop. You get a ton of points for doing that. That's a pretty
Well, that
cool thing
combo
to this
shot.
pinball
Yep.
table. It's like a combo shot. That's hard as hell to do because it's so fast. But it is a very cool shot when you make it. And I watched a video of some competitive players, and they were like, that was the thing they had mastered. That was the one shot that
You have
if you
to.
really want to, if you want to kill it on this table, that's the shot you have to learn to master. But you can tell it's tough.
Yep. Yeah. I like tables that have combos, especially if you get good at hitting all the target
And you
lanes
say
and stuff like
you
that.
turn that off, but one of the things I love is a little pop-up thing that tells you whenever you like you can put all your friends in there, whenever you're passing a friend or a friend, you get that little pop up.
Yeah, I don't like where it's positioned. That's why it interferes with the gameplay. Because sometimes
Okay,
the ball's rolling
we're
right through
switching to your
there.
wheelhouse, Nix. This
Yeah.
should look familiar to you. Are you seeing this game in your sleep yet? Are you seeing it when you close your eyes?
Yeah, soon enough I will be. But yeah, this is a fun table.
What do you
I
think
just
about
don't.
the multi-ball mechanism? You talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I like the mechanism. So it's just as easy as hitting the targets on the left and right of the playfield twice. Once to light them up when they're blinking. You hit them again. The ball that's inside there will drop out, and it instantly starts multi-ball. Now the other thing that's nice about those targets is when they're empty after multi-balls over whatnot, you can relock the balls in the same manner by lighting up the target, having it flash, and then shooting the ball back in there. Now when that happens, when you're on not multi-ball, it allows you to do the skill shot again. Puts you back in the plunger mode, and you get to do the skill shot and earn up to 5 million points again. Plus, that's one of the reasons or achievements to get the extra ball in this game is doing 3 non-consecutive skill shots. So, yeah, definitely that's one of the nice things that'll help with your
So
gameplay.
if you pull off 3 skill shots, you get an extra ball.
Absolutely. So
even know
and
that. Wow.
yeah, it does an extra
Sad.
ball
I don't
light.
think I've ever gotten 3 in one game. You know, I mean, I usually get like 1 or 2.
Yeah, so what it is, you have to hit 3, 2, or 1 targets. It'll show up on the DMD. It'll show
The
you
launch
how much your
mechanism is
power.
cool.
Yeah,
It's like the robot's blaster arm, huh? It's like firing his arm like a blaster.
yeah, absolutely.
Very cool mechanic. And you can see that there's 4 drop targets on the right side, right where you launch, and it tells you how many you have to hit on the DMD, and you have to try to hit. It'll say hit 1, hit 2, hit 3.
Yep, and successful skill shot.
Next. It never, it never says hit 4. I can hit 4
No,
every
never.
time. Never
Yeah, I
says
can-
hit 4.
I can
I'm
hit
waiting for
3
it
and
to say
2.
hit 4 so I can get it.
Yeah, 4's too easy. Everybody can hit 4.
There you see the robot arm.
I can't
Trying
get
to figure
1.
out, well, how strong? How strong?
one's-
can I
one-
get?
one's like
1 is hard
impossible.
'cause, like, have you ever hit it like where you try to hit 1 and it knocks it over and then it rolls back and it doesn't go out? That happens. To me
No,
a
I've
lot
never
when I try to hit 1.
I've never hit it. I've never hit it. It's always either 2 or 3, or I get 4 by mistake. But yeah, it's always those because I'm using a button press and not an actual like plunger motion.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I have gotten that extra ball. It just takes time to get it in the playthrough. So I focus on getting the other extra balls on the table. By spelling the word drift at the bottom there, we'll increase your table multiplier up to 10, and then when you go to do it the 11th time, you'll get the extra ball light for that. And then as well as the spelling specific, you hit all the lanes, it'll light up the random award, which you can also earn an extra ball in that random award.
And by the way,
So-
nice work on all these backglass images you're seeing with these
Yes.
ZEN tables. We were so excited to play these. We didn't even want to wait for other people to create images, so we just created our own backglass images.
Oh, I didn't want to wait. I needed to have something up there.
Yeah, because when you're playing an OTG, it really makes the pinball experience, because when you see the backglass, the DMD, it gives you that feel like you're playing an actual pinball machine.
Yes,
This
I've
game's
rather
super easy.
enjoyed
This
it.
is one of the easiest games I've ever played, the multi-ball. All you got to do is hit them hit those corners, lock the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And tap it.
And you can also get multi-ball in a random award as well.
To me, this is a great beginner table, like for someone just starting. Maybe they're new to pinball, they just or Zen pinball, and they just want to get a table that's fun to play. That's pretty easy. To me, this is a pretty easy table. What do you think as far as difficulty level?
I would say
I mean,
it's.
not easy when you get to the high level, like what you're doing, where you're getting those kind of scores. But I mean,
I would say it's. I would say. I would say.
playing it.
I would say it's a novice table, because there is some skill, because some of the modes are hurry ups, so you have to aim your shots.
Okay, we're
and
switching gears here. We're looking at Battlestar Galactica. This is another new Zen table in the Universal TV Classics pack. Have you had much time on this one? Probably not, huh?
Not at all. I've played the other two, ZEN and Knight Rider, but I haven't played this one.
You take off like the battleship, like the spaceships take off in the show down the tube.
That is cool.
I thought that was a cool mechanism. You know, so many tables dropped all at once. I haven't had enough time to really dig super deep into each one. But I am appreciating this one. Is really fun. There is a little mini game with that little sonar looking thing in the middle where you shoot ships. That's kind of cool. You got some cool lighting effects where the whole table changes colors. Which show do you like better, Battlestar Galactica or Star Trek: The Next Generation? If you were to rank
I haven't really watched this show.
You never watched Battlestar Galactica?
No, it's probably better.
You think so?
Well, the drama and everything. It's not as cheesy as Star Trek:
Yeah.
The Next Generation.
The cheese is what makes it so good.
Well, that's it, right? I think it's more serious. I think this is more serious. Yeah, I think the Battlestar is a more serious space drama.
One of the stars on the Battlestar Galactica show is in The Mandalorian too, which is kind of cool.
I'm looking for options. You got one. This is the commander.
This has lots of shout outs too. Lots of things from the TV show.
This briefing is strictly confidential. There is at least one Cylon.
Yeah, it looks like it has that side ramp.
It has the Battlestar, and it has the Galactica, and it does have the Cylon on the right up at the top. I haven't seen the Cylon do too much yet, though, being very interactive. But it could be I just didn't get far enough to unlock it. And with the SSF kit installed in the AtGames, the sound on these tables is fantastic. They all sound really good. Let's say the implementation on the stock tables is the best. I don't know what they do that's different, but on the tables that AtGames sells, you get the best SSF usually. There's only a couple Zen tables I've played that match the level of integration. The Gloomhaven table has the best sound from Zen on the 4KP. I don't know what's different about it, but it sounds fantastic. One of the cool things with OTG is you can change your back glass. These are all different back glasses you could have. I like the way this table changes colors a lot while you're playing it. Cool launch mechanism.
Sometimes you have to roll the hard six.
He says that a lot. Sometimes you have to roll the hard six. Like a lot of the things, I have no idea what they mean because I didn't watch the show a lot, you know. But probably if you watch the show a lot, these are probably catchphrases that they had in the show, you know.
This is the commander. I have a mission for you.
Trying to slow down and see where I'm supposed to shoot next. I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, where am I supposed to shoot? Trying to hit the lit up lanes, you know?
Yeah, that's what you need to do in pinball. You gotta look where the flashing lights are.
Nudging on, I have to use the buttons to nudge on the OTG. I have the second button I use to nudge by where the flippers are.
Yeah, I got them mapped to both sides. I can nudge both sides of the table. I just can't nudge up forward unless I press up on the directional. Figure I don't use the up nudge. I use the side nudges more than up nudging.
Yeah. Right there, you saw the little nudge to try to keep it from going to the out lanes, because it can bounce. You get those bounces where it just it bounces out, you know?
Yeah, pretty much same spots all the time, so nudging at the right moment saves the ball from going out.
This table was so loud when I was recording it. I mean, I almost felt like turning it down, but it was crazy. This one is super loud.
Siren, a lot of sirens and noise and everything. Yeah.
And of course, with the 4KP, you can have the solenoids on too, which even make it louder. For recording, I usually turn them off because the reason to have them on to me is for the actual feel of it being mechanical. And when you're streaming it, I mean, I don't see much of an advantage of, like, people that are watching it can't feel the table vibrate, you know, when they hear that clacking. So I turn it off usually when I'm recording videos. But when I'm playing, when I'm not filming it, I'll once again, all this crazy lag you're seeing is because we're on StreamYard. I will have the video uploaded so you can see it with no without it being streamed, you know. I like that backglass image that you made next. That one's really cool. With all the characters.
That's it. It's been an honor.
Battlestar Galactica.
There's Battlestar Galactica.
In a time of ancient gods, warlords, and kings, a land in turmoil cried out for a hero. She was
Oh man, it's really struggling to play now.
Forged in the heat of battle, the power, the passion, the danger, her courage
Let's see if I can
changed
fix that.
the world.
Nice. Yeah, the table runs pretty smooth. I like this table. It's very colorful. Has lots of voice clips from the actors, which is a nice touch. And I like the fact that this table it's a lot of ramps and lane shots. There's not a lot of stuff that's right up in your face. But at the same time, you gotta watch for the ball outs on the sides. It does like to ball out a lot of the sides of this table, and getting the side bumpers is is not easy. You have to make that wide left shot where the left green arrow is blinking on the screen, the leftmost green arrow. It's that drop. It's a drop tunnel target.
Can you hear me, Nix?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just explaining them like the bumper shot on how you get the bumpers on this table.
Oh yeah,
how it's a nice open table because it's a lot of lanes and a lot of targets aren't right up in your face.
Xena's a savage mistress. She loves to torture you with those easy ball outs on the sides.
I was just explaining.
Yeah,
I was definitely explaining that because those side bumpers are crucial when the ball comes down, because the ball comes down fast, right? So if they hit the bumpers right away, or it's a deflective shot, they go crazy back and forth, and usually balls out. So that's where the frustration lies in this table.
Yeah. It's a beautiful table, though. The artwork.
It is. The artwork. They did a really
the
beautiful
spinning
job
rings
on.
up at the top when you get them running, like the conveyor belt rings up at the top are really cool. This table has a lot that I like about it. And I actually like that it's challenging. It is super hard, though.
Yeah, Harden is controlling the ball when it comes back down. Like the shots are easy to make. But like I said, you have to worry about the center shots in the center horseshoe and the center target, which you do have to shoot, by the way, especially the center target, because that activates a mode. Because there's modes above Xena portrait there, yeah, you see how you've got the green lit up, like every character that they have listed there from the show has a mode.
Wow.
Yeah, so you have to complete a special objective for each mode.
Like I've barely scratched the surface on this table.
Yeah, so you can see the targets you have to hit kind of that are going across your screen right now on your playthrough there. Those are what you kind of have to hit to do the mode you're on.
I just passed Lord Donkey Balls.
Right on.
Congratulations. Lord Donkey Balls has just been passed.
Oh! Xena is a savage mistress.
Yeah, I love that image that I put on the black glass.
Yeah.
There's so many images of Xena you can pull up that you can put on your back glass, and I'm like, that one looks really nice. Action shot of her.
This is really just
Serious.
the artwork on this table is beautifully executed. It's really a stunning table to look at. But once again, I feel like this is one of those, you're going to have to play it for a while to get an understanding of the table and all the modes, unlocking the characters.
Absolutely, and getting the multiplier up, which is just spelling the word at the bottom. That's all you gotta do. But you can see how it's on the side there by the plunger.
Yeah, this
tunnel.
is definitely a table that you just
nice.
can't hit the ball around. You're gonna get that drain on the side. If you're just slapping the ball around, it's gonna drain all the time.
Yeah, you
You
gotta
have to
make
slow
sure.
down and play strategy.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you're hitting those lanes because those errant shots. Yeah, exactly. See right there, he gets a ball out right there because
like
it bounced.
nothing.
Yeah.
Second below.
But the table's a little bit
Oh, that's
forgiving.
really good.
The table's very forgiving because they have a lot of lanes side by side, so it's just
Yeah.
you just have to be off a little bit, like, and it doesn't
What
happen
do they
too
call that
often.
thing? A charcum or something? That little ring
Yeah.
that you have to shoot through?
Yeah, the chakram. Yeah,
Chakram. I don't know how you say it.
chakram. The ring that she throws around. There's a skill shot for that. You have to hit the ball through the ring on your skill shot. Now, you can do that with the plunger shot, or it does give you time after the ball is launched when it gets on your flipper to shoot the ring and get it. So that's how you get the skill shot in this game and get 500,000 points. Yeah.
There's some Xena action.
Knight Rider.
Looking at Knight Rider.
Shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless.
Yeah, this is a fun table, but it's very open. It seems, especially on the left side, where you shoot the ball up, especially when the car's gone.
Calvin Wong, thank you. He's saying Chakram.
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 Cross Contour says he was surprised they announced Knight Rider
Chakram
for the 4K.
sounds weird. I call it the chakram.
No, we don't have Medieval Madness yet. I'm sure we'll eventually get to the 4KP.
May I suggest you activate auto cruise mode for safety?
Yeah, this ball likes to bounce around on this table a lot, especially around the the lanes before the out lanes. You got to nudge there, as
I
it'll
love this
start
table. I need to
bouncing
play
its
it
way
to
out.
get good at it, but I mean, when Kit takes off and starts driving around the pinball table, and that part where the Kit will take over playing the entire game, you can actually take your hands off the
Yeah.
controls, and it will actually auto play the game for you. It's amazing.
Oh, really? I thought I was just you had to hit the flipper at the right moment. The flipper would be activated when the ball is in a certain
Oh,
spot.
you
And
could
you
take.
just
Watch,
your
I'll take
hands
my
off it.
hands off the controls, and it'll play by itself.
Oh,
Like it's that
I didn't.
part.
I didn't realize. I thought you still had to press it during that time. Like I was at that part too,
Maybe
and
I'm wrong.
I had multi-ball when that happened. Like, oh my god,
That's crazy.
it was crazy. Like it kept like going toom 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 toom. And it was sending the ball everywhere. I got crazy points.
Sometimes I get like a direct down the center launch though in this table a lot more frequently.
Yeah, what I find is that spinner when the ball comes down, and when it comes back the other way, that's usually a ball out there.
The voice acting on this table is really dead on though. I don't know if that's the actual show or they hired people, but it's so good.
Yeah, I like the sound of Kit. Obviously, they couldn't use David Hasselhoff's voice, but they've got another actor to use as his voice. But yeah, Kit, and this table is more about the car, if anything. So
Look at the
I
car.
do
See it?
appreciate
It just
it.
took
Yeah,
off. It's driving on the road now on top.
yeah, yeah. I had Kit destroyed when Goliath was up there. Bang. Knocked him off the road, and actually,
yeah.
there's a cool. Have you done that cool shot where you hit the upper flipper, right, and you launch it off of that ramp? Yeah, and it goes over the road, and it lands in the top right laneway up there. Yeah, right, yeah, there it goes.
No hands. Look at that.
That's a wicked shot. I like the fact that you can hop it over the road
I got
and
a
it
little too
lands
confident
right there.
I guess it kicked off.
Oh yeah, that's
for
why
a while.
that's why I keep hitting the buttons.
I hear you. I hear for a while it was playing without me doing anything. It was like
Oh
hitting
yeah,
all the,
and you
hitting
can
all
see the
time.
glitch. You can see Kit's glitching right there. The screen glitches.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what that was.
yeah. It's not the game. It's meant to do that.
It looks like a
Yeah.
VHS tape or something.
Yeah. That's Kit friggin' not functioning right. He's like glitching. He's trying to friggin' do something. Yeah, it's cool.
I know what it is, but this table, I think it's super cool. It just immediately got to me. I'm gonna keep returning to this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of course, I'm trying to play in our tournament for Arcade Talk, so I put as much time as I could. But I can tell I'm gonna love this table. It's really fun.
Oh yeah, I love the color of it. Everything. The black, the red, the yellows. It's
It
great.
almost has like a 80s feel. It has like a real
It does.
retro feel to it. It doesn't feel like a modern Stern, you know?
And you know what the cool thing about this is why I like this table so much is I used to own that car. I used to own
Really?
a black car like that, exactly like that. It didn't have the lights on the bottom. That's
the
something I think
street
they modified for the show. And obviously I didn't have the red light going across back and forth, but I had the black car, the flip up headlights, and it was a fun
You were living
car
the
to drive.
dream.
I was living the
You were
dream. I
living the
had
dream.
I had a kit essentially. I had a kit, my very own
Look at
kit.
that. You saw the car jump up, go to the upper play field.
1989 Pontiac Firebird with the 305 small block V8 in it, and had the removable glass T roof, which was fantastic. Driving with the T roof, having the glass take it out, friggin' that was something else. Had the spoiler on the back and everything. Yeah, it was a sexy car.
Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless.
Put in a link on my channels for Nix's channel.
Mm-hmm.
Nix Reviews on YouTube. If you could drop him a sub, that would be great. Let me close this video here.
You can see some gameplay strips and strategy on some of the Zen tables I've got out there, and including the one of the new tables, Pacific Rim, right now that we're doing in the tournament. Do you know the room code off by hand? I can't remember the room
I can
code.
put that up.
Anybody wants to join the tournament currently, there is, I believe, 4 days remaining in this tournament. I believe last I looked we had about 32 people.
Is it like a $5 table, basically?
I
It's not
believe
expensive.
so. So it's a cup of coffee right there,
Yeah,
essentially, and your donut in the morning. So
yeah. There's the tournament code 3WP9.
there you go.
Of course, thanks for watching. Smash that thumbs up. YouTube loves that. Drop a sub, or better yet, become a channel member. Subscribe to Nick's reviews. You've done a lot of strategy videos. I'm enjoying them. You did a really good one on aliens. Which
Yeah,
tables have
absolutely.
you done so far?
Aliens. I've done the thing. I got is Godzilla, Fishtails, Medieval Madness, Swords of Fury. I've got about 10
tables.
videos out so far, and I'm going to continue to go through the list as we go, and unlock the potential of each of these tables. Because that's one of the frustrating things, as we've discussed, is playing a table and not knowing what you have to do.
So much strategy.
Exactly, but once you learn on how to navigate the table, it becomes a lot of fun. And that's what my goal is of these videos, is to help you navigate through the table so you can have the same amount of enjoyment that I have as I play these tables. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I tripled my score after watching your video. Like tripled, not doubled, tripled the score. So the strategy videos will definitely help you play better, and we do appreciate them.
Absolutely.
You got anything else that you're doing on your channel you want to talk about, Nix?
The last couple streams I did, we were in the metaverse, in virtual reality, with a few co-streamers and friends of ours, my family, and Brooklyn Menace, and we were playing the Ultimate Swing Golf, new virtual reality golf
new VR
experience.
Golf game.
Absolutely, and we've been having fun. For me personally, in my opinion, that game it's a very well done game, and it's the next best thing to actually playing out real golf in the real world. It's the controls are very spot on. I find. I wish it was a little bit weight to the controller so it felt a little bit more natural, but we'll fix that. I'll get a peripheral and see if we can fix that. But very, very enjoyable. So you can go ahead and check that video out on my channel. And then, definitely some more pinball content coming up, because we will definitely be taking a look at the other tables that were just launched. Play them and get good at them, and then we'll make a video showing you how to score big on these tables. That's something to look forward to on my channel in the upcoming days and weeks.
And of course, I'm doing Arcade Talks is on every Thursday. It's a show I'm on, and I've been really enjoying it. So thanks for joining me today, Nix. I'm going to roll us out with the Papa Brad theme song, and appreciate you coming here and joining us today.
Absolutely. You're very, very welcome, and definitely
legit.
We'll see you guys later.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro and the old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board, with the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend, his passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the AtGames pinball board, with the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true to yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a